They are all the way to the Championship playoff final at Wembley. But will it be Southampton or will it be West Brom? You can find out tomorrow, because that is when that game is being played. Nedum Onuoha is joining us now. Leeds definitely meant business today, Nedum.
Oh, they certainly did. I think from when you saw the atmosphere in the stadium, you saw the crowd and the fact they were playing so much on the front foot, you immediately got a sense it wasn't going to be like the first leg of this game. And credit to them, they really took it to Norwich, made them feel uncomfortable from the start of the game, and they were relentless and never really backed up. And, you know, you can have these bad days as such if you are a side travelling to Ellen Road when the noise is like that, because this is one of the toughest stadiums to go and visit just in English football overall, especially when there's something on the line. But credit to Leeds, you know, they obviously had the advantage of playing at home in that second leg, and they definitely made the most of it. Speaking from experience, I think it was 10 years ago I played against Wigan in the second leg for us at QPR. Incredible. One of the most fun nights of my entire career. The crowd, again, was so up for the game. There was real noise in there. There was passion. And we made the most of it, and we ended up getting our way through to Wembley as well. So it brought back some memories. And, yeah, I think they deserve it. The better team definitely made it to the final.
Yeah, that first goal, I just want to return to that today for Leeds from the free kick, Nedum.
He's immediately given the message that he believes they're not going to shoot. But the fact is you're not 100% sure. So what's the harm in being a fraction more cautious? But credit to the goal scorer. He's seen a potential gap and he's hit it perfectly. I think, you know, ultimately that makes a big difference because he gets the crowd even more hyped. He gets the players ready. And there would have been some nervousness in there because it's not as if they were in great form. You know, they'd seen themselves sort of tail off towards the end of the year. But here they were with a 1-goal lead. And you can see that Norwich never really recovered from that. Not
an easy day for Angus Gunns, Shaka.
No, it wasn't. There's a lot to question about that first goal. You send a two-man wall out, and while to Nedum's point, a two-man wall doesn't protect an awful lot. But if you're going to beat the goalkeeper on that side, you're going to have to go over the top of the wall. It gives them a little bit more time. But the wall just split apart and left Angus Gunn totally unprotected. He then, surprisingly to me, seeing the wall split as early as it did, doesn't adjust his own position. So he clearly wasn't expecting the wall to split. And doesn't adjust, and then is beaten far too easily. And then, as Nedum says, at Ellen Road, you give Leeds an early lead. It's a long evening, regardless of who you are. From there on in, again, for me, now all of a sudden Angus Gunns is the second goal. I thought is symptomatic of what happened with the first. He's questioning his position because when you look at when the cross comes over from Nonto, there's only one player in the box. But he takes a kind of neutral position as though, you know, he's defending centrally. Ball goes far post, he can't do anything about it. And that's where the game is won. At 2-0 up at Ellen Road, Norwich are not coming back. And it was just about a matter of the game running away. Seeing that after the second goal, Mesley did make a very good save to deny Sargent in what could have been a comeback. Yeah. But Leeds were just far too good. Norwich made too many basic errors for this to be much of a contest over 90.
Speaking of basic errors, Shaka, now I'm going to ask the goalkeeper a technical question. In that first goal, you see that it's a left-footed player taking it.
Yeah.
If I'm a goalkeeper, I'm thinking, okay, well, if it is going to be an in-swinger, I'm not so concerned about that far post. I got to work a little bit more from the far towards the middle, because if it is an in-swinger, then I'm going to have to shift to that near post area anyways. So why is his starting position all the way to the far post?
There's absolutely no adjustment from a goalkeeper perspective. So that is just for a goalkeeper who had the career thus far that he has had. A lot about it surprised me, and it was poor goalkeeping. Not helped out by the wall, but it was poor goalkeeping.
So what of this Leeds United team then, Nedum? Because they obviously just narrowly missed out on automatic promotion. If they are to go all the way and to get back up in the top flight, can they make it count this time around from what you've seen of them today?
I think they have potential there. And I think even though they do have a young squad, they've got players now who tasted the Premier League 2 seasons ago. And as a consequence, you'd expect them to make a better fist of it as such. I think at times that youthful nature can be an issue, and it maybe was an issue a couple of seasons ago. We'd expect the approach to be a little bit different. Maybe they'll bring in a different type profile of player as well to try and aid them. People with maybe a touch more experience. Because realistically, you know, as you go up into the Premier League, for me, the number you're trying to hit is either 9 or 10 league wins. Well, how do you do that? Are you going to get 10 league wins at home? It's unlikely. So you need to create a style of play and have a team who are robust enough to be able to travel well enough through key points in the season, be able to get points on the board. And I think this Leeds side, as it stands now, they do have, some of that high energy, that attacking potential. When you're looking at Somerville's, Nyonto's, Piro's, Rutter's, these are good players, but they won't be able to dictate tempo in the Premier League the same way that they have done for lots of games in the Championship this season. So I think with a few tweaks, I could see them being competitive. And as Shaka and myself were saying, if Ellen Road ends up being a place where there's lots of confidence and they have a belief in their team, and the team are playing well, then I could see them getting those results. But that isn't necessarily with the team that they have out right now. But why would they keep it the same if they step up to a different division?
But of course, they do have to first win that playoff final, and we'll find out who will be joining them after tomorrow's game is over between Southampton and West Brom. That is the other semi-final. It's into its second leg. We'll have you covered for it tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern. Be sure to join us on ESPN+.